Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone, from wherever you are. Welcome to a not regularly scheduled episode of Monorail Memoirs. This is going live 6 months to the day before Springtime Surprise 2026, which is where Laura and I signed up to run the 5K, the 10K, and the 10 mile, which is going to be an enjoyable time out. But we're just checking in to see where we're at, what we're thinking of doing, and what's next for us. But before we do that, Lauren, how are you?
I am trying with all my being not to burst out laughing at your current state.
No idea what you're talking about. In terms of training preparation, then, so bear in mind, we got 6 months until this event. Where's your training at now? Like, how you doing with mileage? Like, what's the goals? Where are you at?
Yeah, so I mean, this is not a plug, and I'm not sponsored, but I always use my Garmin coach on my watch to kind of structure my training. Uh, if anyone's got a Garmin, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's fantastic. I absolutely love the Garmin coach. You're able to kind of select if you're going to do 3, 4, or 5 runs a week, what your general base kind of fitness level is, and when the race is, if you want to just finish it or finish it in a specific time. So it tailors the plan for you. It puts kind of like your tempo runs in, your easy runs, your long runs, your stride repeats, which I learned what that was, and I didn't know what that was before. So yeah, it makes you a bit more of a technical runner. Whereas when I've done training blocks in the past, it's all just been, I don't know, do a few miles and build up your fitness that way. But I've learned a lot from you because I know that you structured your training quite a bit previously. So yeah, I really want to feel really strong at this one. I want to feel really good. I don't want to have to worry about time, but I want to enjoy the moment, but I also want to feel good in myself as well, which is why I'm putting quite a bit onto my training at the minute.
That's fair. I've only had my Garmin, and this is the Garmin Phoenix 7, 7X actually, which was about $550. Yeah, I know, but it does last for 21 days between charges, which is pretty impressive. And if you're running an ultra marathon, I think it lasts for 127 hours or something. So I'll never be going that far. But the reason it's interesting you mentioned the Garmin coach, because to me, being like with this, it's like being in an abusive relationship. Like it's so aggressive. For those who've got an Apple Watch, where it's like, you should consider moving. This one just says move. It's like, okay, I'll go move. I'm sorry. But sometimes it's just nice that someone's paying attention. So I'm in a bit of a weird phase because when I did my ultra marathon in July, my toes are still black, by the way. When I did my ultra marathon in July, I took a bit of time off running. I've only started to get back into it again. I've been mainly in the gym lifting, so it's been a bit different. But yes, earlier today I did what Garmin told me to do, and it was enjoyable. But for those who don't have fitness watches, you don't have to worry. Like the RunDisney website, which if you've seen my dopey video, I go through some of the training plans there. We're going to dive into them again in a couple of months for the Springtime Surprise to really dig into what RunDisney, should I say, are pushing as a good idea. We are 6 months out. Let's be clear. If you are doing all 3 of these events, you don't actually have to have started training yet. We run anyway, or at least I used to. Lauren still does. So it gives us that option for that sort of more natural progression, but also consistent development. In terms of what we're planning on doing in terms of wearing kit, are we dressing up, Lauren?
So I'm planning on Disney bounding.
What's that for those who don't know?
Yeah, for those that aren't aware, Disney bounding is dressing in the style of or something that emulates a specific character. So, for example, if you were to do Belle, you don't need to wear a bright yellow massive ball gown. It would be, maybe a yellow top, or and a yellow skirt, or one that I'm planning for Judy Hopps. So the 5K is based off Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde from Zootropolis.
Zootopia. Zootropolis is where they live.
Yeah, sorry. I'm going to be wearing kind of a grey tank top and some black shorts. with my black running vest to kind of emulate Judy Hopps, and then I'm going to also have 2 bunches to emulate bunny ears.
Of course we are.
So it's things like that. So you're not wearing a full-on costume of the character, but stuff that kind of emulates that character. And I just find it really fun. So yes, I'm starting to plan my outfits.
I do accept that there is I would go as far as say a large minority of people who do that. A large minority. I will probably not be doing any of that because that's not my sort of style. But I accept that a lot of people do. In terms of where we're staying, then we've got a few days beforehand. We're going to be staying in Animal Kingdom Lodge with the Savannah View, so we'll make sure that we put some content out for that. But also for the back end, I was really hoping to get us Bear Lake Tower. That didn't happen, so we are staying at Saratoga Springs, which will be a first for me and for you, I think.
Yeah.
I have driven around it before and been around it. It's quite nice. It's a little bit out of the way in terms of how it's all laid out, and it was one of the first DVC resorts, so the rooms are slightly bigger, but it should be an enjoyable experience nevertheless. And we're going to have an entire week in Disney. We're not quite sure yet what we're doing in terms of the parks, but we'll make it work, I'm sure. Overall, though, when it comes to how we're going to go about documenting this, Lauren, what's your approach for our lovely viewers here as to how they're going to be able to engage with what we're doing?
Yeah, so obviously we do have a TikTok account ran by myself, and a lot of it at the minute is just kind of teaser clips or, you know, clips of episodes that have previously happened. But I'm planning on doing vlogging my training plan for the Disney runs. So for those of you, probably the majority of you don't know, I did vlog my journey on the road to my marathon. So I completed a marathon this year in Manchester in England, and I kind of vlogged all that journey, and it was really lovely now for me to watch back on that time and look back on all the really dark runs, all the really lovely runs and the hard ones, and I just want you to all come along on that journey with me. So I'll be doing 3 runs a week probably, and I'll still be pushing all that content out on TikTok, probably a little bit on Instagram, but yeah, I do really enjoy doing those running vlogs.
No, there we are. There we are. For anyone who is interested and wants to engage with us, please feel free to do so. If you're going to be at Springtime Surprise, let us know. Let us know what you're excited about. Let us know what Disney bounding you're doing rather than what we're doing. But as always, if you have any thoughts, comments, queries, please email us, monorailmemoirs@gmail.com. You can also follow us on Instagram and TikTok because Lauren has mentioned is going to be pushing out a lot more content there. And until next time, please stand clear of the doors. Bye, everybody.
Bye.